Yo yo yo, Konnichiwa, my name is Amanohari and you're watching Masobu. Today, I'm gonna tell you 9 things that I learned from watching anime My Hero Academia Season 1. Merry Christmas and welcome to WAIFOO, which stands for Wednesday about interesting field of Otaku. And like I said before, today we're gonna talk about 9 things that I learned from anime My Hero Academia Season 1. And let's get started from point number 1, which is have a research about your dream. Remember at the beginning of the episodes that Deku, or you can call him Midoriya Izuku, he likes to make a notes of everything he watch, everything he sees, everything he feels, about all his ideas about the heroes that he likes or he just met, and really likes to analyze because it's his dream to become a hero. So why don't you start to research everything about what you're good at, what you're interesting at. And then point number 2 is don't give up your dream. Remember at the beginning of the episodes, I think it's episode 1, I don't know, maybe 2, I forgot. But the doctor said that Midoriya Izuku has to give up his dream to become a hero because he didn't have a quirk, so maybe he couldn't save anybody. But if you remember that Bakugo also talked bad about him, like, come on, you don't have a quirk, don't have a dream to become a UA student. But yet, he still applied for UA, no matter what. He tried his best to become a hero in the future. He's still researching, he's still analyzing, and yet, you guys probably know what kind of hero he's become. How many people did he save? Maybe not all of them you remember, but you know. And let's continue to point number 3, which is be creative. You see, at the first time Deku are able to use his power from All Might, he can just use it like 100% of it and make his arms broken, make his bones broken. And yet Aizawa didn't agree with that, and he think hard to accomplish a couple of trainings without breaking his arm. And yet he succeeded by thinking creatively to focus his power into one fingertip, and yet he got a great score in throwing a ball. And that's why you have to be creative. And the point number 4 that I learned from watching anime My Hero Academia Season 1 is teamwork is very important. Because when you're in the team, your focus has to be your team, your target, your team's goal. Not about your feelings to other people, because at the end of the day, a human cannot live by himself. Well, maybe you're a follower of Elon Musk, which is good too, not a bad things. Maybe you believe that one day we could just live by our own self without communicating with other people, but still, at least when I created this video, when I recorded this video, we still need people, we still need somebody to talk to, somebody to consult to, we need somebody to share anything, and at least we need YouTuber to entertain us, right? That's why I want you to be Deku and Uraraka team instead of being Bakugo and Ida's team, because you know Bakugo is more into his feelings than his team's goal, his team's target. And the next is point number 5 that I learned from anime My Hero Academia Season 1 is have a strong will to improve yourself. Yup, because if you don't have a strong will to improve yourself, who would? An online guru who asks you to pay couple $1,000 for a course that you can get from a book which is cost $10 or something. But well, maybe you have that money and maybe you believe that gurus and you have a strong will to apply what you learn from that gurus. Well, that's okay. If you don't have a strong will to achieve something, to get better, to improve yourself, I think it's useless to have a gurus or reading a books. or watching a educated video in YouTube. That's why you could learn from Bakugo, because he has a strong will to improve himself, to be better than All Mights, to be the best students in UA. But please, stop swearing, or at least reduce your swearing, okay? Next is the sixth thing that I learned from watching anime My Hero Academia Season 1, which is always improvise. Because you see, sometimes the training itself doesn't seem like a training. I mean, one of the training of UA turns out to be a trap by a villains. And yet, since you have a quirk, you cannot just stand still and waiting to be saved by other heroes, by other teachers. Just like all UA students, at least class A, all of them fight by themselves, try their best to defeat many small villains, and also they need to be able to work together with other members that they didn't have a meeting before, like, oh, so my team is you, and me. Okay, let's see what can we do with our team, something like that. And if you cannot improvise, it will be so hard, so tough. Just like when you study abroad in a country that you never been there before, you will need to improvise how to live there, what kind of food you can get from their supermarkets or their convenience store or vending machines, something like that. Continue to the 7 things that I learned from watching anime My Hero Academia Season 1 is aim to become a pro. Because if you watch that anime, you will see that Bakugo also wants to be a pro. Midoriya wants to be a pro. Todoroki wants to be a pro. Even Ida Tenya or maybe Mineta also wants to be a pro. Because it's kind of unfortunate when you have a skill but you don't want to be a pro at it. Maybe you're good at taking pictures, why don't you want to be a pro photographer? If I'm Eminem, maybe I'll say, why be a king when you can be the god? Next is the 8th thing that I learned from watching anime My Hero Academia Season 1, which is don't just rely on others. Because you see, even though Midoriya knows about All Mights and All Might taught a lot of things to Midoriya, doesn't mean All Might could save Midoriya every time. Because, you know, All Mights also have a job as a hero and also as a teacher. And that's very difficult for him to always be around Midoriya Izuku. That's why you cannot just rely on others. Try to do your best first before you try to rely on others. Unless you really cannot do anything by yourself anymore. And then last but not least, point number 9 that I learned from watching anime My Hero Academia Season 1 is fight beyond your strength. Because as you can see in episode 12, All Might fight his best like more than 100%, like I don't know, maybe 120% or maybe 200%. I don't know, but he tried to be better than himself. He didn't do all he got, but he did more than he got, way more than he got to defeat a Nomu. And I think that's a great thing because we never know our limit until we try it, like weightlifting. If you never do a weightlifting, maybe you can only guess, maybe I could only lift 10 kilos or maybe I could only lift 20 kilos, but well, you try your best, you try more than you can, you try to find your limits and try to break that limits because, you know, nobody knows your limit is besides you. That's why you have to try your best, try to be better and keep better and try to do more than you can so you can be at least better than you can do now. And that's it, the 9 things that I learned from watching anime My Hero Academia Season 1. I hope you like it, and if you like it, you can click that like buttons, and if you don't want to miss our videos, you can just subscribe and activate your notifications. Did you also learn anything from watching anime My Hero Academia Season 1? Maybe you can write it down below in the comments so we can discuss about it, and maybe we can see how many things that I missed from watching anime My Hero Academia Season 1. And since it's a Christmas day, I would like to give you my smash, which is Mary Kuri Sumash. Okay, that's not funny. Jyaa ne.